The second, manage your career as a business. Manage your career as a business. Think about it. You're really an enterprise of one. And I came up with this concept when I worked for a very large organization. It was the U.S. Department of Transportation. 80,000 people were in it. So I came in with all kinds of energy, and I was going to change the whole world. And after a while, I kind of got, sucked into the bureaucracy. Has that ever happened to any of you? Yeah, it's the function of institutions. Institutions need to be big, but there's some problems with bigness. It sort of robs us of our sense of control and power. So I'm going to show you how you have all the functions of a business, and I want you to think of yourself as a business. And that doesn't mean you're being disloyal as an employee. UCLA happens to be your primary customer. So here are the functions you have as an enterprise of one. President and CEO of Me, Inc. I'm the president. Get that little proud strut in there if you wish. That's optional. Who are your stakeholders? Who are your shareholders? Who are the people dependent on your success? Family members, great friends, mentors. Identify some of those. These are people you might turn to for life advice. What are your core values? These can be the 5 qualities we listed earlier, but really what makes up the heart of your organization? What's really important to you? Now, here's the departments you have. You have a planning department. You should have a planning department. What are your long-range plans? Do you have them? Okay. It's a very interesting and rich exercise to go through saying, here's where I want to be 5 years from now in terms of relationships or work or finances or spirituality or community involvement, any category that you want. Develop a plan. What that does, it engages your mind in some proactive thinking of the type that we need in this rapid change world. Second category, administration. How well organized are you? How productive are you? Do you have processes and systems that enable you to be effective on the job and off the job? Or do you fumble around? Are your records scattered all over? This is an area I need to work on, frankly. I'm not so good at that. Human resources, HR. What is your network? I'm delighted there's a networking function tomorrow night. I wish I could be there. Maybe I'll sneak in. Would that be okay? Okay, good. What's your network? What do you provide to other people? The people with the best networks, the most effective networkers, don't make friends in order to say, what can I get from this person? But what can I give? And if you give with a spirit of gratitude and no expectation of return, it will return to you. I guarantee it. Operations. How do you do your work? What is your job? What customers do you serve? We spend 90% of our time here, and in fact, what happens, we forget about everything else and just concentrate on this. But a business that doesn't do these other things is going to be in trouble. Finance. How about managing finance and other resources? And this could include emotional resources. It could include your energy. It needs to be managed as a critical resource. And I believe that the purpose of money management is to make sure that when you die, your relatives get nothing because they don't deserve it. Not true. Your kids might. I don't know. Depends on the kid. Marketing. How are you marketing yourself? Resume courses, career plans are great. That's part of that. If you want to be effective at marketing, you have to know how to network. And there's a skill involved in it. Best thing to do at a network is to ask people questions. I was at an event last week. It really annoyed me. It was an experts academy, industry experts in various fields. And there's one guy, we just sort of met each other. He said, give me your business card. And I gave it to him. He stuck it in his pocket. He did not give me one back. There was no rapport there. There was no connection. There was no reason for him to have that business card. I almost reached in his pocket and took it back. I should have. So this is you. Yes, you are a UCLA employee, but you are an enterprise of one who is enjoying the prospect of managing and developing all those departments so you can be one of the highest performing enterprises in your industry, in your field, on campus. And it's great if everyone is able to have that orientation because you have pride in yourself and it's a sense of control. Now, if push comes to shove and there are layoffs and all that kind of stuff, and it's happening in every industry, the person who has this mindset is going to be the best prepared to survive it, should there be downsize, capsize, outsize, whatever. Make sense? Good. Boy, thank you, God, for punctuating that. Great comment. Oh, R&D. Research and development, that amounts to continuing lifelong learning. What are the things that you need to learn to get better at in your current job? Do you have a list of them? Are there some things that you can let go of because they're no longer as relevant as they used to be, as technology changes, as the mission changes? I updated mine the other day, and I realized there's some critical things I need to learn. I need to learn some advanced strategies, for example, social marketing, because my mission now, after having taught in classrooms for a long time, is to get online so I can reach not simply 20 and 30 and 100 people at a time, but tens of thousands with a message on how to think, plan, and act, and be more strategic so you can make the right kind of decisions that will support you, your family, your organization, and your country. I'm really oriented by a mission. We need to think smarter. Because if you look at what's happening to our society, it's not a pretty picture. And the only way we're going to pull out is for individuals to say, I'm going to make a difference. You start by making a difference in your own life and taking control, and to recognize, I'm the president. Okay? I'm self-empowered. I have to confess something. Maybe I'll do it later in the skill set. You want to hear it now? Are you sure? You won't tell anybody? Promise? It's embarrassing. I don't know how to text. I do not know how to text. I have not been, it's okay, thank you. I've not been in an environment where texting was part of it. So I tried it the other day. These little tiny buttons, how do you do that? My thumb, look how thick my thumb is. How do you do that? But I know that to go to my next level, I need to be able to text. So that's on my list. The next time you see me, I'll be one texting son of a gun. Guaranteed. Maybe I'll text. Will you text me back if I text you? Perfect. So we all have some things we want to and need to work on.